Nollywood icon Moses Adejumo, aka Baba Sala.
Senior boy school one.
Ní ọjọ́ bíi tíṣà.
Àwọn nǹkan tí ò ti yé mi ní school náà wọ́n fi ń yé mi lé.
Ntí wọ́n fi ń yé ọ àmọ́.
Mo ń ṣe láti kọ́ sílẹ̀ orí ẹ̀ gíráfù mo ṣe rọra ń.
Ọ̀n gíráfù rẹ̀. Senior sùkúù yín, kí ló kọ sùkúù yín?
Ògbòmùdúdú Girls High School ni.
Ògbòmùdúdú.
Girls High School.
Girls High School. Girls High School, níbo ni wọ́n fi Boys High School sí bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ṣé rí ibi òkè school wa yẹn? Ibẹ̀ ni tàwọn ọkùnrin wà. Tó akọ̀tẹ̀ ẹjọ́ máa ṣèdánwò ní ọdún ìgan lápapọ̀.
An icon of the entertainment industry was named his synonymous with comedy in Nigeria. The undisputed king of comedy on TV and on stage was his big signboard with both tie and table clock size wristwatch. He is Moses Adejumo Olaya. Many of those who watched TVs in the 70s and 80s will still remember him vividly. His stage name was Lamidi Sonny, but he is popularly called Baba Sala. He is regarded as one of the pillars behind the Nigerian film industry, now called Nollywood. Baba Sala, who was born in 1936 in Ilesha, Osun State, is one of the theatre art practitioners that took drama from stage to cinema in the 80s with his produced film Orumoru. He started out in life as a civil servant, a sanitary inspection officer called Wole Wole in Yoruba. After work, he would shed off his sanitary inspection uniform and go for part-time teaching work. By evening, he would go around town collecting daily thrift contribution, popularly called Ajo by Yorubas. And late in the night, he would transform at this time into a high-life musician. Baba Sala started his career as a high-life musician in 1964 with a group known as the Federal Rhythm Dandies, and later created the Moses Olaiya Orchestra, where he tutored and guided Juju music master King Sunny Ade, who was Baba Sala's lead guitarist before the group deviated into theatre act. So the story of King Sunny Ade is incomplete without the mention of Baba Sala. He was a comedian, singer and Yoruba actor who was regarded as one of the fathers of modern Nigerian comedy. That's why many believe that the history of comedy, TV drama and stage play in Nigeria cannot be beaten without highlighting his contribution.
Yes, Baba Sala is a whole-time artist, and he used to be a very, educative, educative man in his play. So much so, like my age. No one of my age would not know Baba Sala because he's very entertaining.
Actually, Baba Sala, nígbà tí èmi wà ní secondary school, tí mo máa ń wo eré Baba Sala máa ń ṣeré tó máa ń pààyàn lẹ́rìn, but not pé kéèyàn kàn máa rẹ́rìn lásán. Tí èèyàn bá wo eré Baba Sala, wàá kọ́gbọ́n, and eré Baba Sala máa ń dúró lórí àwọn bíi olden days nature of wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe kan láyé àtijọ́ culture, bóyá wọ́n ṣe ń fẹ́yàwó, then something like that. Then mo like eré Baba Sala because kò sí bó ṣe lè wo tó jẹ́ pé bóyá o máa pa television àbí ò ní interest lórí nǹkan tán, kò sí bó ṣe lè ṣú ẹ̀, kódà kó ti máa sùn kan náà fẹ́ ṣú eré Baba Sala ó máa like àti wo.
Baba Sala, well, I would say personally I used to enjoy him because he was very, very real, when it comes to comedy. And, compared to what we have now, you don't feel it the way you feel Baba Sala those days, And then growing up, because I was very young, I grew up knowing Baba Sala, and even I remember my dad, was really, really so, particular about him. So Baba Sala has always been there.
In those good old days at 7 p.m. every Wednesday night on NTA Ibadan, many people in Ibadan and all its surrounding towns and villages in the southwest would rush home to watch his Alawada comedy show. He, along with other dramatists like the late Hubert Ogunde, Kola Ogunmola, Oyin Adejumo, Duro Ladipo, Adelove, and many others, helped to popularize theatre and television acting in Nigeria. He became so successful and popular all over Nigeria and was accorded with a national honor of Member of the Order of the Niger MON, but he suffered a little setback when he dabbled into film production in the 80s with his first film Orumoru, which was pirated before he could make his money back. One of his 4 tapes was stolen and mass-produced. He lost so much money and had to sell off 2 of his houses, which he used as collateral for 500,000 loan he got from the project from the National Bank. Talented and hard-working veteran actor Baba Sala, who is now 77 years, now lives in Ilesha, his hometown in Osun State, and spends most of his time with church activities as an elder apostle in the Cherubim and Seraphim in Ilesha. Because of old age, he does not have the vitality and energy he used to exhibit when he was much younger, but when asked if he can still act, he said, and we quote, "Yes, I can, if I am invited, and if they can get a role that would make me sit down throughout. Acting is in my blood, and if I have to act, I can still act." End of quote.
No, I can only advise us against that, because I know Baba Sala have, a son, have daughter, and he has brought too many people. But people might still like to see him. He has come a very long way. If he is going to be there, he has nothing to hurt except to sit down. Maybe they are asking questions or is given direction. Sure, you understand. But like before, he used to, from one place, he can't do much. But if he's still coming back on stage, he's still welcome, because since the image is not tarnished, then it's still a good, So, but he cannot do much because of his health, and age is not even on his side again.
No, I'm
Bolinton, yeah, you meet my daddy. Daddy meets some boy, Bolinton.
I'm very made to please you.
Very made to please. And this joker stick. Joker meet my dad.
My test on my yoba.
Come on, you want
joker stick.
Joker stick. I want to see the joker Lurukwe. Joker Lurukwe.
Very made to happy with you.
And the came also in Buba, as I can't keep my on one lower. And this is a one low, a coffee, a wallet, a beauty lower, make a thing low. I want you. I'm not going to do no more. Or a minimum.
No, Mobino, a one it and no one gun. A one it, I'm one fall for me. One for Lure. Lulu, and a one in our back for me. I'm your son. I'm a join on one jetty and beg. I will not pay you on Dambe, and I will allow you on Dambe.
Yondaka can call say Yondabo, Yimi.
How can you make you but not like better?
Méjèèjì ni mo bá mi méjèèjì ni mo.
Ọ̀kanjú ààrẹ lọ́nà ẹjọ́ sí ọ léṣe. Ọ̀kanjú ààrẹ yóò sí ọ léṣe.
Èso ọ̀kanjú ààrẹ.
Ọ̀kọ́ ìnà méjì wá. Wọ́n ká bá kan ṣe é bẹ́ẹ̀ wá ní méjèèjì lọ́mọ ṣe.